Thank you for joining us today for the virtual Sunday service with the Center for Creative Living. CCL, a charter of the Universal Church of the Master, has served and supported the spiritual needs of its community here in the Bay Area for over 20 years.
Good morning and welcome. And welcome to the Center for Creative Living's Sunday service. As you can tell, I'm not there. I am here in Windsor, California at a World Mark. So, because we're having a wedding and I'm going to be officiating. So that's where I am this morning. Hopefully you're somewhere fun and exciting and interesting. Maybe it's even just your own front room. But wherever it is, we want you to enjoy the service this morning. Our speaker is Tiffany Kiefer, and what is happening is she is going to be speaking about the importance of mothers, the importance of motherhood. Isn't that wonderful for today? Now, for all of you people celebrating Mother's Day, whether you're a mother, a grandmother, a godmother, an adopted mother, a mother just to the universe, we appreciate you, and we appreciate your time and your energy that you give to support the young people, the younger generation coming along. And you know, there's some fathers that are being wonderful mothers that are taking care of kids with all of that love and compassion that a mother would do. And you know, to you guys, we appreciate you too. Thank you so much for your service. And now what's going to happen is the next week is going to be Joyce C. Brown. Do you remember Joyce C? Isn't she exciting? Reverend Joyce Brown is going to be always one of our speakers that we look forward to when she's not around, because she does such a good job. And she's going to be speaking, I Like Me, the importance of liking oneself. That's pretty good stuff. I like me, the importance of loving yourself. That's where it all starts. That's where spirituality starts, is with that love that you have of yourself, and that love you give out to the universe. But it all starts with your love of the Creator. So when you think about today, it is about loving mothers, people who mother children, and also loving the universe. So bring down the energy from the Creator. Love you and love everybody else. It sounds so easy, doesn't it? But as you and I know, it's one of the most difficult things that we do. Now, over at the Universal Church of the Master, our parent church, we're going to have a speaker, and I'm going to read her blurb because it's very interesting. And what it is that she is, you see, it looks like I'm outside, but really, I'm shuffling papers around on a table here, because she's going to be doing Exploring the Divine Feminine, and her name is Tara Galliano. And that Exploring the Divine Feminine is going to be May 11th, this coming Tuesday, from 6 to 8 p.m. That's at the Universal Church of the Master at their office. And the office address is, I'm going to ask Corky Whitaker. It's going to be Zoom. You don't get to go anywhere. Oh, darn. Since I'm out and about, I feel like everybody should be up roaming around places, but it's going to be Zoom. And if you're interested in getting the Zoom meeting, okay, Corky, U dash.
That's the website, www.u-cm-org.
One more time.
www.u-c-m-org.
U-c-m-org.
No, that's not right. u-c-m.org.
u-c-m.org. brought to you by the wonderful Center for Creative Living. How about that? How to get in touch with our parent church, the Universal Church of the Master. If you get lost and you can't figure out where to get your Zoom energy from, call me at area code 408-220-5780 and say, Dottie, I need some help. I don't know how to get on the Zoom for this wonderful speaker talking about the feminine and the divine and how to put that energy into space where you can accept it and look at it. Okay, so that's what's going on there. So it's a happy Mother's Day. We've talked about all these wonderful things. We want you to know that we are going to be opening up for church service, and that is going to be in May 30th. Nope, I'm wrong. It's going to be May 23rd. Is that correct? May 20th. May 20. An evening class, and it's going to be Zoom, and it's getting in touch with your spirit guides. I'm going to be talking, what, Corky? We'll be in person at Wellness, so they can join us at the center?
Yes.
Hey, you can join us at the center. This will be the first outing for a lot of you. If you're interested, join us in the center at 7 o'clock on Thursday, first Thursday night that we're going to be doing this, and that is the 20th, okay? Thursday, May 20th at 7 o'clock, 1460 Cole Circle, Suite C. And we're going to be talking about getting in touch with Spirit Guide. Do we sound a little bit crazy this morning? Well, we've been dealing with grandkids and great-grandkids and all sorts of folks getting ready for this wedding. And I think we are just a little bit, whew. And I hope you're having enjoyment time and loving yourself, loving others. And as Mother's Day and as a mother, I want to say, Happy Mother's Day. Have a gorgeous day.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Dr. Ayleen Augustine, and it is my pleasure to share not only the prayer this morning, but an announcement that's very special to me. Now, I always introduce myself as the president of the Universal Church of the Master, and that is what I am for today. Because tomorrow I will be completing my term and turning over the leadership of the church to my Vice President, Reverend Corry Gott, who will, at her installation tomorrow, become the 13th President of the Universal Church of the Master. I want to say how much of an honor it has been. And while I am stepping down as president, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be very active in the church leadership, as well as taking on some very exciting projects that are coming up. It is something that I meditated on, and I decided that in order to best serve the church, rather than focusing on everything, I would be able to really point myself directly at those things that I really feel that the church will benefit from, including an entire social media makeover. And I'm very excited about this because I spend a lot of time with social media. I am a Twitch streamer. I am a YouTube streamer. I'm active on Twitter and Discord. And all of these things are ways to reach out to people in this amazing new world of technology we have. So I'm very excited about it. And I'm also tremendously excited about Reverend Corry, who will be president. She's president-elect Corry. And I know she's going to do an amazing job, and I will be working very closely with her to assist her in any way that I can. So I know that you join me in wishing her every success in this grand new adventure that she's taking, which is something that only 12 people ahead of her have ever done. And as we have Reverend Mary Gary, who was an amazing president for us right here, who will also be helping. And I know that while it takes a village to raise a child, it also takes a village to lead a church. And I wish her nothing but the greatest success, which I have every confidence that she will have. So thank you. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for making the last 3 years among the most rewarding that I've ever had. Because I really feel that, we are moving forward to a whole new era of the church. And I am so excited to be a part of that. So, everyone take a nice deep breath in. And as you let it go, allow anything weighing on your body, your mind, or your spirit to fall aside into that little imaginary basket that is your care basket. Because in this place, in this space, and at this time, you don't need to hold on to it. Dear blessed and wonderful Creator, we thank you for this day and we thank you for our lives. We thank you for all the blessings you give in each and every moment and with each and every breath. We thank you for the blessing of mothers. We thank you for all of those who stepped up, whether it was by birth or by choice or by marriage, that decided to step up into the amazing responsibility that it is to be a mother. Creator, we ask your blessing on those who may not have felt that they were nurtured and who needed a mother. And we know that as you are the divine masculine and the divine feminine, you are father and mother. And that spirit of the mother lives strong in you, that love for your children. Creator, we thank you for the blessing of those who are mothers who may not even been born female. Because being a mother is something within the heart, not within the anatomy. Being a mother is carrying that nurturing place of comfort, that place of safety. Creator, we thank you for all those who choose to mother those who they did not give birth to. And we also thank you for the children, because without children, we wouldn't be mothers. As every mother that is out there, Creator, I thank you for the blessing of my children, my sons, who are your greatest gift to me, and who I know you only loaned them to me. And you taught me that I had to accept that they grow and they go. And Creator, I thank you for all the memories of being a mother and the amazing way that that feels and the amazing way that has evolved within me as it has within other mothers who watch their children grow, make mistakes, fall, and rise again. Creator, I thank you for my mother, because I know she is with you and I can feel her smiling and her love every single day. Creator, I thank you for the opportunity to step in as a mother to others. And I am honored by that. And most of all, Creator, thank you for allowing me to be the mother of this church and all the joys that it brought. And no mother could be more proud of watching her child grow and move forward. Creator, thank you for all the kindness in the world, for all the compassion in the world, because we know that's not what we hear most of, and yet we know it's there. We know that your light shines brightest in the dark, and we also know that there is nothing greater than your love. We know that you love us. We know you are there for us, even when we're not getting what we want, because like a good parent, like a good mother, you know the difference between what we want and what we need, even when we don't. And we thank you for knowing that difference, Creator. We thank you for being there for us. We thank you for the gift of mothers. And we also thank you for teaching us what love truly means. Creator, we love you. And whatever it means to you, happy Mother's Day. For all your creation to the next 7 generations and beyond, Aho Matak Oyasin, Ago, 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 by earth, sea, and sky, Namaste, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, blessed be, and Amen.
Thank you so much for this incredible opportunity. Thank you to the Center for Creative Living. My name is Tiffany Kiefer, and I am the co-founder of Rise Up and Shine, where we help you create the life that you desire or deserve by focusing on what you want. Today is a special day. It's Mother's Day. It's a day that we get to honor our moms. We get to honor our wives, grandmas, aunts, and girlfriends too. Those women in our lives that have made such a difference. So today I want to make sure that you go out there and you thank the women in your life. Thank them, be grateful for them, and honor them, because today is their day. Today I'm going to talk about unconditional love. The unconditional love of a mom, of a mother, of a mommy. But in the same token, I'm going to talk about the unconditional love of a daughter or a son. And you're going to hear that kind of throughout what I'm going to talk about today. The unconditional love of a mom or a parent is an unbreakable bond, at least in my experience. Throughout this talk, I'm going to talk about my experiences because honestly, that's kind of all I got. You know, we tend to talk about our own experiences. So I hope that through this journey and through my journey that you can reflect on some things that happened in my life that can correspond with things in your life, and you can remember instances and feelings and emotions of love and that unconditional bond that you have with your parent and your mom. Unconditional love is like an unseen contract. You know, it's a beautiful, power, sparkly contract that's sealed. It's sealed with love. And it's delivered, signed, sealed, and delivered for this life and beyond. It's a contract that can't be broken. It's unseen, it's unspoken, and it's not even written in books. And this contract only has one rule, and that rule is unconditional love. The power of the unconditional love of a mom can start in 2 ways. The natural bond between a soul and soul inside a mommy's womb, a choice to bring in a beautiful child into this beautiful space that we live in. And the second is a choice or a decision that a woman makes to be a mom figure in a child's life. Both decisions or choices have that signature, have that golden, beautiful signature on that unseen contract of unconditional love. Either one is perfect and divine. I can only speak from my journey of being a mom, but first being a daughter. I can only speak from that. So please know that whatever choice or decision comes to you and how you became a beautiful mom, either one is perfect. The power of unconditional love between a mom and child grows each and every moment. From the moment that mom finds out she's pregnant, from that moment on, all decisions change. All decisions and the perspective of how she made decisions changes, because now they have a perspective of what's best for the child, what's best for my child. A child teaches us about unconditional love just by when a mom finds out that she's pregnant and she accepts or she decides to be a mom, whichever it may be, it is then that that contract is signed, is then that beautiful, golden, sparkly, magical contract is signed. And all of the decisions that she makes is based on what's best for her baby. No longer is it what's best for me. No longer is it what's best for the greater good of all. It's what's best for my baby. You know, I heard this quote one time, and it says, a mom dreams great dreams for her child, for her children, but then, I added this part, with a heavy heart, lets them chase their dreams they have for themselves and loves them just the same. I'm going to say that again because I kind of ad-libbed a little bit. But a mom dreams great dreams for her children, but then lets them chase their dreams they have for themselves and loves them just the same, no matter what. Like I said, I can only speak from my own experiences. My own childhood was filled with billions and billions of amazing memories, feelings, pictures, experiences, traditions that I cherish forever and ever. Lessons. Boy, did I learn some lessons. But most importantly, love. My childhood was filled with love. And most times, it was unconditional love. Well, because, you know, kids can be kids and they can make stupid decisions. But that's where the rubber meets the road. That's when you find out that your child really needs unconditional love. That's when you find out that your child really needs you to love them for who they are, for what they are, and even the stupid decisions that they make when their frontal lobe isn't formed yet. That's the power of unconditional love of a mom or a dad. In my case, I had both. They taught me that no matter what, and no matter how ornery I was or crazy or stupid decision I made, that they would always, always love me. They may not like me. Boy, did they not like me sometimes. But they would always love me. They always led with love. And that is the most important lesson that I learned growing up. I learned it from my parents. I learned it from my grandmas and my grandpas, my aunts and my uncles. They all led with love, no matter what crazy things their kids did or crazy things people did in their life. They always led with unconditional love. When you lead with love, more importantly, when you lead with unconditional love, you are unstoppable. From a child's perspective, well, from my perspective, as I told you, I had my parents' full attention. Sometimes that was a good thing, and well, sometimes that was a bad thing. But let's just say they showed me a considerable amount of unconditional love. But what I saw was a different perspective. I saw my parents work hard. I saw my parents strive to be the best that they could be. I saw my parents always doing their best, being honorable, trustworthy, generous, loving, kind, gracious, stubborn, stern when they had to be, strong, courageous, full of excitement, sometimes sad, sometimes fearful, mostly because of me, worried, full of sacrifice at times and struggle, but I always saw them full of joy, generosity, and happiness. And it was because of what I observed, more importantly, what I felt, that I was influenced, and who I am today is a result. I am the mom and the person I am today because of the role models of my mom and dad, who they were for me then and who they still are for me today. Countless times I've picked up the phone and said, "What do I do? How do I fix this?" And they always have an answer. No matter what, they always have an answer. And they always pick up. All the lessons, the lectures, the support, the hugs and the kisses, all of it was to prepare myself and you for who you are to become, who you were to become. How many of you remember growing up and feeling some or all of the emotions that I stated above? Some you saw, you felt, some you lived, and some you're still living today. You saw long hours, you saw the struggle to make ends meet, and the joy of when they saw you succeed. How many of you remember those emotions? How many of you remember the feelings of love? All of it was out of love, unconditional love. That's what kept my parents going. That's what keeps you going strong, working long hours to provide the best childhood that they could provide for me and what you can provide for your family and your children. We as moms together can do whatever it takes for our kids. There are no conditions that stand in our way. I'm sure you've heard of the mom that had a car on top of their child. And by the grace of God and by the unconditional love that she had for her child, she was able to lift that car off of her child. Because no matter what, a love for your child can move mountains by the swift ask. It's what we do. It's how we are. No matter what. It's the power of the unconditional love. Now, we all know that moms and dads, I speak of moms and dads because I was the only child, so I gratefully had the best of both worlds, and I can't just speak of one. I have to speak of both, so I honor both. So I honor both my mom and dad on Mother's Day and on Father's Day. I can't leave them out. But you know, our moms and dads teach us everything. They teach us how to crawl. They teach us how to walk. They teach us how to talk. They teach us how to go potty in the body. They teach us how to read and how to ride a bike and how to ski and how to play sports. They spend long hours at the park teaching us how to make the perfect shot. They spend long, countless hours teaching us how to do math and English assignments and homework. And as children, we take all of that for granted, saying, oh, our parents don't know anything. It's not until we become an adult that hindsight, is 20/20. Boy, do we know that saying now. But our parents and our moms, how grateful, just take a deep breath into that. How grateful are you for the mom in your life? Because I am immensely grateful for mine. There's one thing that we don't realize that's going on behind the scenes until we're a mom. Most importantly, until we're an adult, is that they are learning right alongside of us. As we're learning to crawl and walk and talk and do all those things, they're learning how to be a parent. They're learning how to be a good mom. They're learning what to say and what not to say. They're learning how to deal with temper tantrums and attitude adjustments and talking back and setting boundaries. And they're trying to find out, are they good enough? Are they doing it right? They constantly have doubt, just as you constantly have doubt as a child. They too, as a parent. Thank your mom today. Thank her for the sacrifices that she made and the learning experiences that she had to go through right alongside you. It may not have been exactly what you were learning, although sometimes, I had to learn math that I had no clue what to do, but we still do the best that we can. Ever growing, becoming more defined, more refined, and more tuned up. Now, me as a mom, wow, it was because of what I went through as a child that gave me the legs to be able to stand on as a mom. But I'll tell you what, that is the greatest gift that God could ever bestow upon me, was to be a mom. My greatest gift. The moment I found out I was pregnant was one of the greatest days of my life. Both days. The day I found out I was pregnant with my son and with my daughter. I found out that I was now making decisions for what was best for them. And that was perfectly fine for me. Becoming a mom changes your entire perspective. I always tried to be the best daughter. But now I had to try being the best mom. how in the world was I going to do that? Unconditional love and the love that my children gave to me was how I knew I was going to get through it. I knew that if I loved them unconditionally, no matter what, that we would make it together. I knew that I could get through the sleepless nights. I knew that I could get through the temper tantrums and the talking back and, all the lessons, as long as I led with unconditional love. And what I mean by that is no matter what they did, I always loved them, like what my parents taught me. I didn't always like them, but I always loved them. And if you take anything away from this message, it is that as a mom or as a human being, if you lead with love, unconditional love, and you just show up that way, that is a way that you can go through life and know that no matter what, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. My children brought joy to me every single day. Daily, actually, they brought joy to me. Sometimes it was a little frustrating, but I have to tell you that when I saw the light, the imaginary light bulb above their head go on, and they learned something new, that was the greatest moment of my life, to see them master something or learn something new. And they still do it today. It still brings me joy today to see them, that aha moment go on. I know that my children have seen me struggle. They've seen me cry and worry, be fearful, and they've also seen me happy, joyous, and grateful. All of which I hope has built the foundation, or I have faith that has built the foundation for them to be the best that they can be, the best people that they can be, to go out there to make a difference, to bring joy to themselves and others, and to always lead with love. As Abraham Hicks says, there's nothing serious going on here. And I have to agree. When you lead with love and you focus on what brings you joy, peace, and happiness, everything else falls into place. I am an only child. And so when I speak of the lessons I learned as a child and a young adult, I am extremely grateful for my parents. Yes, it's Mother's Day, and I am so grateful for my mom. But I'm also grateful for my dad too, as today is a day to celebrate unconditionally. And I hope that you do too. And as a final thought, if we are what our moms and dads make us out to be, then I thank my parents for molding me with such careful hands. You have influenced me so much and made me who I am today. I am forever grateful to be your daughter, and I love you so much. And to Christopher and Megan, my children, you are the greatest love of my life. This unconditional love you have taught me and shown me has been priceless. I am forever grateful. to both of you, and I love you both more than words or feelings could ever express. And to my husband, Sean, because without you, I wouldn't have my babies. I am so grateful for your unconditional love that allows me to be a crazy mom and wife that I am. I am forever grateful to you, and I will love you always. I am so grateful to be able to come to you today on this beautiful, beautiful day. I hope that this has helped you remember to always lead with unconventional or unconditional love. Have a fabulous, fabulous Mother's Day. Thank you.
In the middle of chaos and change, you are ever there. In the joyful open exchange, you are ever there. In the moment we take the next step, you are ever there. In the middle of every breath, you are ever there. Oh, Mother of my soul, you see me, you see me. Oh, Mother of my heart, you embrace me, embrace me. Oh, Mother of my soul, you remind me, you remind me. Oh, Mother of my heart, you align me, align me, align me. I thank you for the gift of your love. Love, love. I thank you for the power of your gentle ways. I thank you for this window of light upon the bones of my body. Muscles of my dance, the road of my journey, where I can take a chance on loving, on giving, on reaching out to the world. Oh, Mother, to be peaceful, to be held. Oh, Mother, oh, Mother, oh, Mother, oh, Mother. In the middle of chaos and change, you are ever there. In the joyful open exchange, you are ever there. In the moment we take our next step, you are ever, ever, ever there. In the middle of every breath, you are there, you are there. Oh, Mother, you are there. You are there, you are there. Oh, Mother, you are there. I thank you for the gift of your love. I thank you for the power of your gentle ways. knees upon the bones of my body, the muscles of my dance, the roads of my journey, where I can take a chance. Oh mother, oh mother, oh mother, oh mother, oh mother.
Thank you for joining us for this celebration of faith and fellowship. We'll be back next Sunday. And for those of you, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them in the comments section. If you appreciate this video and the work that the Center for Creative Living is doing, please press like on the video. You can share the video, and also please subscribe, because that will help this community and the church grow. Remember, in these difficult and challenging times, the opportunity to give and support an organization that has done so much for the community is tremendously important. Please help the Center for Creative Living continue in the wonderful work that it does. We will make it through this. We will be stronger for it. Our faith will carry us. Be blessed, be safe, and have a wonderful week.